Namaskar, I am Prakash Astrologer presenting you Scorpio yearly forecast for 2019. The whole prediction for the Scorpio yearly forecast based on your moon sign. You can find out about your moon sign from your birth chart. The whole year's prediction, task, precaution, chanting based on your moon sign. There is no relevance or synchronization of this yearly forecast with your sun sign whatsoever. If you're watching this video according to Scorpio sun sign, this will not be applicable to you. You can find out about your moon sign from your birth chart and do follow. If your moon sign is Scorpio, then do follow this video. Let's talk about dynamics of Scorpio. Dynamics are there are 4 planets we have to define the transit. Saturn's transit, quite important for your professional backing, for your status, prestige and honor, for income resources, for your job, profession, career, anything to do with profession or career, or financial backing or professional backing, or income resources or financial opportunity. Saturn's transit is important. Next is Jupiter's transit. Jupiter's transit is important if you're taking education, if you're professional qualified, looking for professional career, if you want to get married, if you're already married, want to conceive a baby. Jupiter's transit is important. Next one is transit of Rahu and Ketu. Uncertainties, tension, depression, insecurity, fear, pain in the body, health problems, operations, downfall, sudden happenings, sudden fall, sudden achievements, sudden losses. Out of the blue, you hear something, you received a news which shake you up. Rahu and Ketu's transit is important. So we have to keep a close eye on these 4 planets transit. Saturn's transit for profession, career, Jupiter's transit for education, career, marriage, relationship, conceiving a birth of a child, sudden happenings, Rahu and Ketu. Let's talk about Saturn's transit. Saturn's transit for Scorpio for 2019. Saturn's effect for 2019, may I say that since 26th October 2017 till 24th of January 2020. For Scorpio, Saturn is in second house. Saturn is transiting in the second house. And the sign is Sagittarius. And the start of Sadesati's decline. The Sadesati already was going on, but this is the final phase of Sadesati. After 24th of January 2020, Scorpio will be free from Sadesati for next 22 and a half years. And the pie of Saturn for Scorpio is silver. Due to which, may I say that Scorpio, you will have quite a bit of secret tensions and issues which you don't want to share with anybody. Your expenditure will be higher than before. There will be a few happy occasions at home. You'll gear up for you'll also be able to gear up for the hard-working, creativity, presentable mode, and you'll do the best. Scorpio in this transit, when the Saturn is transiting in your second house, the final phase of Sadesati, you have to be extremely cautious and careful about your word of speech. With your own hard work, Scorpio, you will and can achieve anything or everything. Regarding your family comfort and flow of income, you'll face a few hardships, few struggleful situations, few complications. At times, you'll come across some unique opportunity, but you might not be able to utilize all of them, making them productive. Scorpio, profession will offer you a lot of struggle, fluctuation, but most of your determined effort will be rewarded. Scorpio, you will be blessed with property, car, assets and comfort, but please always do watch your word of speech. At times, you won't be able to feel that your contentment is there. Sometimes the financial backing and family-related happiness won't be there. Sometimes you feel a bit lost. Scorpio, you will achieve a lot of success abroad, not at where you are, than your own place. You might have to move around. You have to go around. Scorpio, if you are trading in leather, machinery, oil, or financial gain, the financial gain will be there. If you're a scrap merchant dealer, anything scrap, If you're scrapping car parts dealer, scrapping car parts, car lot, anything scrap yard, anything to do with scrap. If you do the merchandising in scrap, Scorpio, you'll make a lot of money. If you lead your life with full discipline, Saturn will reward your status, prestige, honor and comfort. Saturn represents discipline. Saturn is a very disciplinarian. Transit of Saturn in second house, may I say that this particular position, the Saturn's transit in second house from the moon sign, this particular time period donate difficult timing. Objective may be hard to achieve or may not produce the desired result sometime. Proceed cautiously at work. This particular time may not be favorable time financially, and sometimes financially you feel very tight, not all over the place. You have to limit your expenses as much as possible. Income from the several sources, but you find it hard to hang on it. Avoid disputes relating to property owned by your parents. This may cause unhappiness or damage your pride or damage your family relationship. You have to be careful. During this particular time, you may involve in unnecessary arguments or conflict, and you might create a lot of enemies with your attitude, with your word of speech, sometimes with your own family. You have to be careful. Be careful of harming others and beware of criminal tendencies. Saturn in second house, be careful with your acts. Avoid troubling your spouse with trivial issues. If your spouse is not healthy, if your spouse is full of tensions, keep her relaxed. Make sure you have to be very careful about your health and well-being of your spouse, especially her back, her lower abdomen, her energy level. Scorpio, protect your health as well at the same time. Sometimes you may lose your vitality and you feel some sort of a lackluster and weak regarding your energy. Even a little hard work may tire you up. You have to pay attention on your appearance, as this may also your appearance and how you presenting yourself might suffer during this particular time. Scorpio, travel to foreign land is possible during this particular phase. You may move abroad or you may move around without purpose. Sometimes you're looking for something but you don't know what. The task which will sort out your Saturn position in second house, task number 1, do visit temple barefoot every day for 129 days without break, or try to keep your shoes in the car. Task number 2, do wear milk and yogurt tilak on your forehead every day. Third task, mix jasmine oil, real sindoor make a paste and apply on Hanumanji statues every Saturday. And if you can, organize Hanumanji's Bahuk Prayog in the temple. That will, you will achieve the finest result. Oh, if you can't, then do 124 times Hanumanji Chalisa in front of the statue, or 40 times Hanumanji Chalisa in front of the statue, 44 times, 54 times, 64 times, 84 times, or 108 times. And at the same time, apply jasmine oil and real sindoor paste on Hanumanji statue. Next one, please refrain from consuming any form of non-vegetarian food, any form of alcohol, any form of intoxication, any form of smoking. Next one, donate food and money to the blind school. Please do donate food and money to the blind school. Try not to celebrate your birthday. If you please don't refrain from celebrating your birthday. Precaution-wise, due to Saturn position in second house, refrain from adopting a stubborn or aggressive attitude. Refrain from that and avoid alcohol, non-vegetarian food, seafood, smoking, any form of intoxication. You must keep your relationship good with your in-laws. You must not keep hard-earned money of anyone's. Respect your uncles. The chanting you must do during this particular time phase. Aum gam ganapataya name. Aum Sharim Gam Somaye Ganpate Varvarte Sarvjanme Vashpanai Swaha Aum Gam Ganapatayaname Aum Gam Ganapatayaname Aum Sharim Gam Somaye Ganpate Varvarte Sarvjanme Vashpanai Swaha Aum Gam Ganapatayaname. The Samput chanting, the finest chanting. Do this chanting, it will resolve a lot of major issues during this particular period. Please. Direction have to be northeast. Requirement is jug of water. Timing is between 3 am and 6 is there. Between 3 am and 6:30 am. Time required for the chanting 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 150 minutes. More you do it, more you achieve it. Jupiter's effect for Scorpio. Jupiter's transit. The Jupiter's effect on Scorpio for 2019. Transit of Jupiter to Scorpio in first house, in the Lagna, in the moon Lagna. The date start since 11th of October 2018 till 29th of March 2019. Jupiter is transiting in the Lagna of Scorpio, moon sign of Scorpio. During this particular phase, Jupiter will move through the first house, the moon sign, Scorpio. This bring about some significant negative result. Your health would require extra attention. You have to take care of your health in avoid to avoid any kind of health problems, hassles. Scorpio, avoid taking life risk when it comes to health. Financially also, you may have to face few rough phases, rough period due to financial backing, as you may lose some of your money due to unnecessary expenditure. Avoid long distance traveling as it may not yield any kind of result or expected result in this particular traveling. You also likely to suffer from this, but you also like to suffer from this traveling, unnecessary traveling. There is also a chance of you staying away from your native land during this particular phase. Scorpio, if you're unemployed, you will face a lot of disappointment regarding your employment. This could also prove to be a trying time professionally. Avoid any kind of arguments with your seniors at work. It might give you mental agony. Moreover, put extra effort to complete your project successfully and on time. This period may also see you suffer from government punishment or punishment from the higher authorities or humiliation or loss of position at work. Scorpio, hold on to your position and respect and honor. Do not put these in. Don't put any of that any kind of a huge risk at any cost. Moreover, avoid any arguments with the family members and try to keep yourself calm. Scorpio, be cautious in your decision while dealing with people. You would also need to keep your spirits high. This period may bring some mental agony and depression as well. Some of you also find solution to some of your previous problems during this particular time. You may also get the dues of conception of your child. Your interest in religious work will be rising. Students are likely to excel during this particular time. Your prestige in society is also likely to move on during this particular time. Jupiter in first house, Scorpio. This transit, beginning of a major cycle of growth, starting of a growth from zero to hero. Yes, but is starting beginning. While Jupiter is in the house of first house, you must try to discover what you're really capable of. Yes, you have lots of qualities. You got to discover what you're really capable of. You find that, you'll be able to make it. Scorpio, you should get to know yourself, what you can really accomplish with your own potential. Because under this influence of Jupiter, you feel more secure about yourself and the impression influence that make upon others. You will be a lot more confident, brave, presentable, dignified. Scorpio, but you should not react to this transit by exaggerating your own importance either. Look at the truth of who you are, what you are capable of. That should be entirely adequate. May I say that this is also a time for you to upgrading your knowledge, ability and skill set, gaining a new experience. All this is a part of your present need for growth, which affect not only yourself, but also the way you deal with the situation, scenario as whole. At this time, it's very important to upgrade your attitude or prejudice that may have hung over with you from the long time. Scorpio, personal resources are likely to be drawn to you now. You should take constructive advantage of them. In other words, anyone whom you become involved with that this time should benefit from the association as much you do. This year, you should be very quiet, fortunate. They may say that this particular year, you should be quite fortunate for you in personal terms. Your relationship, personal, professional, encounters with others should work to your advantage consistently. And this particular year, Jupiter raise your self-confidence and poise should serve you well and enable to you to raise the scope of your activities. Jupiter can make you very dynamic, but try not to be overbearing. Even if you score significant successes, don't delude yourself into thinking that you have all the answers and solution to each and every problem in the world. The answer is no. Scorpio, you are still learning, upgrading constantly. Your work in progress, developing under this transit is the finest thing, no doubt about it. But definitely when this transit will end, you know exactly where you stand with yourself. Whenever you face any of the following problems and complications, 8th house is occupied by any planet. 2nd house, 5th house, 9th house, 12th house occupied by enemy of Jupiter, and Moon is occupied in 4th house. 2nd, 5th, 9th, 12th houses are occupied by Rahu, Venus, Mercury or Saturn. Loss of status and prestige, loss of status and comforts, loss of family happiness, trapped by the enemies, lack of support and guidance. Then please do these tasks to raise the Jupiter. Task number 1, please bury 7 kg black salt in the cultivated land on Saturday early morning, back garden, any cultivated farm, field, park, garden. Second task, do pierce your left nostril and do wear a white metal stud for 129 days. And after these days, take out the stud, flow in the fastest flowing river. The discipline is when you pierce your left nostril, during this particular time, 129 days, you cannot perform any task whatsoever. That's the discipline. That discipline is difficult, but you have to carry on. Transit of Jupiter in 2nd house from Scorpio moon sign. As I said that 29th March 2019 till 22nd April 2019. Transit of Jupiter in 2nd house from moon sign Scorpio. During this particular period, Jupiter will move through your 2nd house from moon sign Scorpio. This mostly donate good timing. This could be a rewarding phase for you where you likely to add on to your present financial earnings, gain profit in trade, business. And if your profession will give you money, this period also sees you investing in land, property, real estate, and would help you to repay your debts if you have any. On the home front, this could be a happy phase, happy days, bringing happiness to your family, getting people together. You may also expect to enjoy married life. You may also expect a new member in the family. At work, you'd be able to gain confidence of your seniors, would also be able to influence others. Jupiter position in 2nd house, you would gain over your enemies during this particular time. Socially, this could be a satisfying period for you. You're likely to command more respect, more honor. You would experience heightened status and dignity, grandeur and dignity. Mentally, you would be at peace. You're also likely to be sharp on your intellect during this particular phase of time. Jupiter in 2nd house, this transit has traditionally been associated with making money, gaining wealth. There is something to that. For that, you will attempt to grow in the share of material possession and resources now. But in the large sense, what you're doing at this time is actualizing in your life whatever it is that you value. If it is money or physical possession that you value, this is the area you will try to increase in. And through spiritual involving ideas, a standard of justice, whatever you will attempt to increase, this dimension of your life will be rising. Spiritually, financially, material, Jupiter will raise you to the next level. Obviously, it's very important at this time to understand how to use your resources, because the chances are that you will indeed get more of whatever you want within reason, this particular time. Unfortunately, there is a great potential for mismanaging resources within this transit. If you're not clear about it, what you need and want it is very easy to get so much of something that it will end up ruining yourself. Instead of making your life more pleasant or fulfilling, it will making your life total hell. Yes, excess of everything is bad, but be careful. This is a particular true of effort to gain more money, no doubt about it, but don't mismanage it, manage it. What you must do at this time, look at your overall goals honestly and see what you really must have in order to achieve them. It will be relatively easy to make the necessary changes in your resources to help to attain your goal. So plan these changes wisely. This is not a call for total disaster, not at all. If you want to buy something, this is very expensive, perhaps a bit of self-indulgence. There's no reason why you should not go after it. You can, but just making sure that what you really want it, that it is not merely a symbol of something that you think you want it. Many people acquire possession simply because they think they're expected to in order to show the social status. Acquire for this sort of would truly be waste. Nevertheless, during this particular time, material resources can be a great comfort that you can derive a real and honest pleasure from them. In a large sense, you will learn more about yourself at this time through encountering possession and having to handle them. Managing the material world would be of great value in prompting self-understanding. For this reason, it's a good period in your life to invest money with a little self-restraint or to buy possession, either for enjoyment or for investment. Choice is yours. Whenever you have these kind of following situations, empty 8th house. 8th house is occupied by Venus, Mercury or Rahu. 10th house is occupied by Saturn. Lack of flow of income, humiliations, financial losses. Then please do raise the Jupiter with the help of the following task. Task number 1. Refrain from any kind of non-vegetarian food, intoxication, alcohol. Task number 2. Do wear astrological activated gold angel of fire in gold, your right hand's index finger. Third task, please keep the cultivated land in your house, like a back garden or plant pots. Fourth task, refrain from out of control behavior and word or speech or language or attitude. Transit of Jupiter again in the first house from Scorpio. Again coming back to the moon sign ascendant. It's like a Chandra Lagna again, coming back to your moon sign. 22nd April 2019 till 5th November 2019. Transit of Jupiter again coming back to first house, coming back to Scorpio moon sign. During this particular period, Jupiter will move through your first house from your moon sign. This bring about some significant negative results. So stand by. During this particular phase, Jupiter will move through the first house, the moon sign, Scorpio. This bring about some significant negative result. Your health would require extra attention. You have to take care of your health in avoid to avoid any kind of health problems or hassles. Scorpio, avoid taking life risk when it comes to health. Financially also, you may have to face few rough period due to financial backing, as you may lose some of your money due to unnecessary expenditure. Avoid long distance traveling as it may not yield any kind of result or expected result during this particular traveling. You also likely to suffer from this traveling, unnecessary traveling. There is also a chance of you staying away from your native land during this particular phase. Scorpio, if you're unemployed, you will face a lot of disappointment regarding your employment. This could also prove to be a trying time professionally. Avoid any kind of arguments with your seniors at work. It might give you mental agony. Moreover, put extra effort to complete your project successfully and on time. This period may also see you suffer from government punishment or punishment from the higher authorities or humiliation or loss of position at work. Scorpio, hold on to your position and respect and honor. Do not put don't put any of that any kind of a huge risk at any cost. Moreover, avoid any arguments with the family members and try to keep yourself calm. Scorpio, be cautious in your decision while dealing with people. You would also need to keep your spirits high. This period may bring some mental agony and depression as well. Some of you also find solution to some of your previous problems during this particular time. You may also get the dues of conception of your child. Your interest in religious work will be rising. Students are likely to excel during this particular time. Your prestige in society is also likely to move on during this particular time. Jupiter in first house, Scorpio. This transit, beginning of a major cycle of growth, starting of a growth from zero to hero. Yes, but is starting beginning. While Jupiter is in the house of first house, you must try to discover what you're really capable of. Yes, you have lots of qualities. You got to discover what you're really capable of. You find that, you'll be able to make it. Scorpio, you should get to know yourself, what you can really accomplish with your own potential. Because under this influence of Jupiter, you feel more secure about yourself and the impression influence that make upon others. You will lot more confident, brave, presentable, dignified. Scorpio, but you should not react to this transit by exaggerating your own importance either. Look at the truth of who you are, what you are capable of. That should be entirely adequate. May I say that this is also a time for you to upgrading your knowledge, ability and skill set, gaining a new experience. All this is a part of your present need for growth, which affect not only yourself, but also the way you deal with the situation, scenario as whole. At this time, it's very important to upgrade your attitude or prejudice that may have hung over with you from the long time. Scorpio, personal resources are likely to be drawn to you now. You should take constructive advantage of them. In other words, anyone whom you become involved with at this time should benefit from the association as much you do. This year, you should be very quiet, fortunate. They may say that this particular year, you should be quite fortunate for you in personal terms. Your relationship, personal, professional, encounters with others should work to your advantage consistently. And this particular year, Jupiter raise your self-confidence and poise should serve you well and enable to you to raise the scope of your activities. Jupiter can make you very dynamic, but try not to be overbearing. Even if you score significant successes, don't delude yourself into thinking that you have all the answers and solution to each and every problem in the world. The answer is no. Scorpio, you are still learning, upgrading constantly. Your work in progress, developing under this transit is the finest thing, no doubt about it. But definitely when this transit will end, you know exactly where you stand with yourself. Whenever you face any of the following problems and complications, 8th house is occupied by any planet. 2nd house, 5th house, 9th house, 12th house occupied by enemy of Jupiter, and Moon is occupied in 4th house. 2nd, 5th, 9th, 12th houses are occupied by Rahu, Venus, Mercury or Saturn. Loss of status and prestige, loss of status and comforts, loss of family happiness, trapped by the enemies, lack of support and guidance. Then please do these tasks to raise the Jupiter. Task number 1, please bury 7 kg black salt in the cultivated land on Saturday early morning, back garden, any cultivated farm, field, park, garden. Second task, do pierce your left nostril and do wear a white metal stud for 129 days. And after these days, take out the stud, flowing the fastest flowing river. The discipline is when you pierce your left nostril, during this particular time, 129 days, you cannot perform any task whatsoever. That's the discipline. That discipline is difficult, but you have to carry on. Rahu and Ketu's effect on Scorpio for 2019. Rahu and Ketu's effect on Scorpio due to their transit for 2019. Rahu and Ketu's effect for Scorpio. Rahu's position in 8th house, Ketu's position in 2nd house. On 23rd of March 2019, Rahu is going to leave Cancer and transit in Gemini. Ketu is going to leave Capricorn and transit in Sagittarius. So on 23rd March 2019, UK timing is 30 minutes past 8 in the morning, and this transit will be carrying on till 19th September 2020. Timing is 6 minutes past 5 in the evening. Transit of Rahu in 8th house from your moon sign Scorpio. And during this particular period when the Rahu is transiting in your 8th house, this mostly donate health problems. This is a time when you must give top priority to your health. Very important. This period may make you suffer from health problem linked with male, if you're a male health problem, female health problems, and various health issues linked with the lower abdomen, back, male and female health problems, and something to do with infection or inflammation, pain in the lower part of your body. Don't take any health related complication for granted, as it might prove to be risking for you. Please, you must consult your doctor, you must see your consultant, at once. Scorpio, you may also suffer from anxiety, unnecessary fear from everything. Those who are also going through this particular period in your Janam Rashi, avoid taking risk by yourself. Keep away from corruption and those kind of practices. You may end up with judiciary. Refrain from that. You may also have to face humiliations, defamation during this particular phase. Utmost care should be taken for the success of all your undertaking, as your enemies or ill wishers may conspire against you. Secure your land, property and jewelry, as you're likely to lose some due to this particular phase. Be calculative enough to avoid any losses in your business, trade or profession. Ketu's position in second house from your moon sign. The date is exactly the same, 23rd March 2019, and timing is exactly the same. This mostly signify loss of wealth, lack of flow of income, financial complication. Your expenses are likely to soar up. There could also be a theft, cheating or deception at your residence. Be careful. However, you must avoid taking loans during this particular period. During this particular period, moons are waning and waxing. You may suffer from physical as well as mental health, unhealth, like a mentally restless or mental issues. Take care of your eyes. Try to stay away from probably fire accident during this particular phase of time. Scorpio, if you're married, you may get involved in a conflict with your spouse. Be careful. This could be a result of your misbehavior with your spouse's family, or with you and your husband-wife's relationship is on the edge. Some of you may also experience discomfort due to forced change of residence during this particular phase. Avoid getting involved in any kind of litigation, as you may lose in the same. This time period can be difficult. Whenever you face any of the following problems and complications: unnecessary arguments, unnecessary conflicts, loss of health, living conflict in the family relationship, lack of achievement, lack of luck, loss due to cheating, deception, lack of flow of income and bad debts, then please do raise your Rahu and Ketu. Task number 1. Do donate 2 religious priests or 8 religious priests, whichever you can afford, mixed color blanket, bananas and money. Task number 2. Do wear saffron tilak on your forehead. Task number 3. Do take 8 kg of dry whole coconuts, touch each coconut to your forehead, rotate it anti-clockwise 108 times and throw in the deepest lake on Wednesday. Rotate this, may I say that, repeat this task for 1 Wednesday or 8 Wednesday, choice is yours. Next task, do keep 2 solid silver balls, 2 solid silver square pieces. Next task, do donate 8 kg almonds to temple and the langar. They have to be Saturday. So all these tasks are due to transit of Rahu and Ketu. So please follow this task. This will help you. Scorpio, accomplishment you might achieve in the year 2019. The accomplishments for 2019 for Scorpio. Accomplishment number 1. Your knowledge, ability, skill will be appreciated and recognized by professional people, by powerful people, by professional organizations, by decision makers. Accomplishment number 2. Scorpio, you will be blessed with status, prestige and honor. Third accomplishment for Scorpio in 2019. You will perform good deeds, become wealthy, popular among respectable people, among professional qualified people, and will endowed with all the comforts. Accomplishment number 4. Scorpio, you will be blessed with sudden financial gain. Fifth accomplishment. There will be a rise in professional gain and professional prosperity. Scorpio, the complication you might have to face for 2019. The complication you might have to face for 2019. Complication number 1. You must be very careful about your marriage relationship. Complication number 2. You'll go through lots of oppositions, major obstacles, delays, complications, hassles. Complication number 3. You must be aware of any health issues linked with lower abdomen, back problem, hip problem, blood related issues, digestive system issues, those kind of issues and operations. Complication number 4. Scorpio people will cheat you, deceive you, dump your money, dump your wealth, dump your right. Fifth one. Please do take care of your parental health. Do take care of your parental health and well-being. Sixth complication. Sometime your debts will build up beyond your expectations. Seventh. You must look after your status, prestige and honor and reputation. You must take care of your status, prestige and honor and reputation. Make sure people will try to trap you into a situation. So be aware of those kind of traps, please. Look after your reputation. Scorpio general overview for 2019. General overview for 2019 for the whole year. In the year 2019, Scorpio, you will enjoy a lifestyle available only to those with certain talent, knowledge, ability, skill, or elite classes, or distinct association. Those kind of people, that sort of lifestyle you like to acquire this year, 2019. Scorpio, you will be probably completely self-sufficient financially. Your physical strength undergo marked fluctuation during the different phase of this year, 2019. Earlier in this year, Scorpio, your cleverness can allow you to rationalize negative activities such as deviousness in the business, theft of various kind, a lack of sharing or giving in the year 2019. But in the year 2019, start of the year was faced with difficult circumstances. This will test your fiber. You may have some sort of separation from the loved ones. Scorpio, you need to be on very alert to stay on the top of your game. You bring your own troubles on yourself. Your writing may at times land you in trouble. You'll have to be extra careful before you sign any important documentation or making any kind of commitments. Scorpio, in the year 2019, this year, give fame, destruction of enemies, position of authority, accomplishment of wealth, meeting new friends, favor will be received from official decision maker or from higher authorities. Scorpio, if you are looking for work, you may be employed in work requiring discipline and control. If you are already working, you'll get a position of authority and responsibility. A promotion cannot be ruled out. In the year 2019, Scorpio, there will be victory and gain of wealth through competition, conflicts, court disputes. Fame, respect, strength will be rising. Leadership may be gained at work. There will be result in destruction of enemies, gain of honor, gain of car, property, increase in strength, birth of a child might be, grace of authority, physical health will be improved, starting a new work, gain of wealth as well. There will be success in various kind of ventures. In the year 2019, love and happiness from dear friends will be rising. Efforts will lead to gain of wealth. There may be change of place regarding residence or work or both. You may have pain due to have issues regarding lower abdomen, below the bottom of belly, or lack of energy. Health-wise, please be aware of any blood disorders or any operations or sharp pain in your tummy or wound in the body or inflammation, internal inflammation. Please be careful. There may be irregularity in your blood pressure. Be careful. In the year 2019, an accident or harm due to arms and weapons may be possible. There may be conflict, dispute, or expenditure will be rising. There will be happiness from children or birth of a child. You'll gain more knowledge, respect, honor will be received from the higher authorities. There will be conveniences, comfort, interest, religion and virtues. So these are the, may I say that, position, may I say this particular time period for Scorpio general overview for 2019. A lot of things are very good. A lot of things you have to make good. You cannot be spectator, you have to be actor. You have to act what is given to you. Yes, then you can make a most out of it. Scorpio, learning and education for 2019. Learning and education for 2019. In the year 2019, your education will benefit from your clarity in expression, overall skill in expression and writing. If your education involves chemistry, medicine, surgery, homeopathy, other areas of medicine, or biopharmacy or biochemist, or anything to do with chemical engineering or designing or management or graphic designing or law, the result of your education will be dignified. In the year 2019, you'll have to be very much focused, disciplined to complete your education. Otherwise, your education might be interrupted only if you become overly occupied with other commitments. If you are focused, the result will be finest. If you are not focused, Scorpio, the education will not be completed. Education can be difficult to attain, either in the form of you can be mentally occupied with other things, or you don't have time, or your concentration is not there. In the year 2019, you'll be knowledgeable about some technical areas, perhaps related to machines, cutting or heating. Your wisdom and knowledge is superior to lots of people around you. This technical knowledge will be quite beneficial to you. You'll have a knowledge of mythology, poetry, other deeply humanistic fields of learning. In the year 2019, education and any kind of learning process play an important role in this year, but you think carefully that your own efforts are always most important than what institution you receive learning or teaching. Your own efforts will make you bringing your position outstandingly finest. So own efforts, your own concentration and focus have to be there. Scorpio, your health for 2019. Your health for 2019. In this year 2019, you may offer a strong resistance to any health problem, may heal yourself spiritually or mentally. There might have been some hardships in the beginning of the year, but in terms of physical health or unfavorable circumstances in the start of the year, you may have had health issues, challenges, complications, had some problem with your legs, back, lower abdomen, issue with digestive system, neck problem, throat problem, or issue with your legs or lower abdomen or feet. In this year 2019, you may often feel that as though your physical energy is drained out of you, leaving your body very weak and fragile. You seem to have an endless source of inner heat. Sleep can be disturbed and distorted. Psychological upset often result in poor health. You may suffer from coughs and colds. You may tend to develop some health problems in the area of face caused by excessive heat. You can suffer from psychological defects such as male and female impotency. Your vitality is stronger during the day as compared to night. But do not drink alcohol. You should be careful when you're driving, please. And you got to resolve the issues with Saturn. You have to resolve the issue with Rahu and Ketu, please. Scorpio, your romance, your love life for 2019. In the year 2019, all the singles, if you're a single person, all you singles, your marriage window has been open till 5th November 2019. So if you can try to mingle this time to get married and move on in your personal life, Scorpio, congratulations. Scorpio, you do have a strong loving nature. You're passionate in your love relationship. You have very strong feeling and tend to act on them. You want your freedom in love. You will be overly influenced by the attention of opposite sex. You will be molded by feeling and have strong likes and dislikes. But be careful not to be too forceful in process of creating relationships. You could face discord, disharmony, and breaks in love relationship or marriage. In the year 2019, you'll have a difficulty finding a sustained relationship with your partner. You can have many infatuations and many inclinations or triangles or opportunity for relationship. You'll be quite interested in intimate encounters with companions. You'll be very attached to partner physically. You will find benefit from redirecting your energy towards some creative or constructive activity. But in this year 2019, you will overcome emotional and sexual imbalances to progress in the relationship. You're all there. Scorpio, you will have to work through various levels of sexual incompatibility if you're already married. You have to. Relationship with opposite sex with your partner at this time in your life can be quite complex, can be difficult. You will have some issues if you're already married in your marriage relationship, but you got to sort out those issues properly. Relationship and marriage are important issues at this time. In the year 2019, for married people, you can have an illicit or extra matrimonial affair, but be careful. If you think you know what you're doing, you don't. So don't cross the line of decency. Refrain from that. You can be somewhat unsympathetic to your partner while expecting appreciation and sympathy from your partner. You can be unsympathetic to the partner, but you wanted appreciation, praise and love and affection from the partner. But this is hypocrite of you. Don't do that. Don't practice this. It won't work. You can have a difficulty in finding your true self where love is concerned. You're looking for love, but if you're already married, love is at home. You can find the love in your marriage if you want to, but you have to look very properly. You have to put an effort. What you want from your partner, you have to give in first. You want friendship, love, affection, care, respect. Give in first. Then you get it back. If you don't want to give in, then you can't get it back. No. You have to appreciate, you have to admire first. You get the same back. What you're giving this, you're receiving the same thing back. You tend to be dominant over your spouse and interested in relation with companion, with opposite sex. Fights with your spouse can develop from a lack of reasonableness. You will not be very reasonable. You're not reasonable. Then you develop a fight, arguments, living conflicts. In this year 2019, Scorpio, you will be able to provide. In this, you will be able to provide, if you want to, great support and income to your partner. You can do that. Your partner or spouse may have very strong influence on your personality and actions. But you must make sure that you must maintain honor, grace in your relationship. Please, don't disgrace your relationship, please. You must handle all the relationship fluctuation very gracefully. You can handle it, please. But what you want from your partner, you have to give that first. Then you receive it back. That's the only way you can achieve. Otherwise, you're looking for a love outside the marriage and you end up ruining the marriage. That will be the fact. Don't do that, please. Don't cross the line of decency. If you're a married person, look after your marriage properly, please. Please, please, please. Rahu and Ketu's position for next 1.5 years if you adopt a Rahu's attitude, becoming aggressive, stubborn, repulsive, dominating, the relationship will go out of the hand. Yes. If you're single, this is the time to get married and move on. Yes. Scorpio, your social life in 2019. Your social life 2019, you'll have many friends. Most of the time you'll have access to influential people, influential friends who show you path. You have few friends that are very close to you and they tend to be long-term friendship. Still you will be too secretive to be truly good friends. You'll have a transforming effect on your friends, associates. In this year 2019, you can attract secret enmity from the opposite sex. Enemies lose power to harm you. In the moment of anger, you may dart out at your enemies or lash out at your friends. The reason for your action might not be very clear to others because you tend to hide your motives. You want to be liked by everybody. You don't want to compromise your popularity. But at the same time, with your romanticism, you like to attract people around you. In 2019, reputation is important to you. So your ambition is strongly linked to your reputation. Awareness of, may I say, creating a lot of accumulation of resources. Socially, you like reaching out people and intermixing with them. You must stir up few things together. Salvation comes through association with good people and who counter you sometime boiling passions. Yes, you form relationship easily and try to be at harmony with everyone. Your capability of making a relationship is very useful in business and social life, but it will be difficult for you to around narrow-minded or restrictive people. It won't work with you. You need people broad-minded, good people, elite, classy. Then it will work fantastically okay. Scorpio, your business, profession, career for 2019. Your business, profession, career for 2019. In the year 2019, the way you perform your action is not always in a direct or straightforward way. In this year, but in whatever the way it will take you to get the work done, even if you have to break few rules, you will do that. Scorpio, you will be high-powered, productive worker or performer. You will be eclectic and take from here and there to form your own style of working, and that's where you are. You'll practice your chosen area of study and very deeply. You'll make an excellent consultant, phenomenal consultant, outstandingly consultant this year. Scorpio, by necessity, you will be an excellent financial manager. But in 2019, you will be involved with universities, churches, political parties, social services, organization. You'll involve with every Tom, Dick and Harry of this world to make the most out of this world. You'll be very perceptive and deal with your business associates very successfully. You'll be very protective of your business and grow it very carefully. You'll attract poor and inferior people. You'll work in partnership or independently. Your partner look at you for direction. In the year 2019, you do have a business acumen. You'll be the asset to companies or employer for whom you work. You may have difficulty with employees. Expecting co-worker or subordinate to be clever or hardworking as you are, you can be irritated or dissatisfied and make the situation worse by pushing them, which just make them dejected, useless. In the year 2019, your business can be related to your father's business, or at some time you may work for your parents or family or community politics. Sometimes that is the only way to getting an advancement. In the year 2019, you feel at home at your place of business. Your fixity of purpose will bring you considerable success because you never abandon the job you undertake. That's your principle. You need to display initiative, planning, constant involvement in hard work. If your business, profession, career is connected to consultant of engineering, if you're engineer and a consultant engineer, if you're IT consultant, if you're legal consultant, if you're professional or financial consultant, if you're property consultant, if you're financial consultant, if you're a teacher, if you're a media consultant or media person, or if you're educationist, if you're a teacher, professor, lecturer, if you're a financial consultant, your progression will be the finest. In this year 2019, you'll attain very respectable position in public life. You'll be in position to tell others what to do. You'll achieve a great success, honors, fame in the year 2019. Success is attributable to your own efforts. It is not handed to you. Please do watch your reputation. You must be very careful in your business dealing, especially financial side. So stand by. You got to expand your horizon. Achievements will be sky, no doubt about it. Yes. Scorpio, your property investment for 2019. In this year 2019, you'll use your mind in a most practical way and you will accumulate wealth. Borrowed money or mortgage will become the basis of your building assets. On the whole, you will be self-made. Wealth will come in your way, your life, by itself and expand your horizon. You'll be lucky with your finances with regard to your career. Financial opportunities present themselves to you constantly and you'll hardly suffer from a lack of resources. In this year 2019, you will earn money through your own personal efforts. You'll go through money shortage, but hard work and undertaking you will accumulate substantial wealth. There will be a lots of work associated with accumulating wealth. Your possessions will often be already used, old. Rarely do you get new things easily. This particular time, your finances will be slow, only to improve over time. You tend to keep your saving in a form that lets you access them easily. You will meet with financial obstacles but have the preservation to overcome them in the year 2019. This particular year, Scorpio, your possessions are likely to have a somewhat flexible and changeable nature. It will be hard for you to take initiative, particularly in the field of accumulation of resources. You're financially comfortable. You should be careful not to lose money, particularly through unreasonable taxes, fines from the government institution resulting in losses. You may lend money at times, so be careful. You have to guard against theft, cheating, deception. You should be cautious with regard to investment as you're prone to overconfidence and do not pay enough attention to risk. But through risk, you can ruin the money. You can lose money, big money. You should be careful borrowing money and using credit card. You may incur debts if you're not careful. If you're drawn to gambling, that will ruin you. Don't do gambling, please. No risky investment. No stock and share market investment, please. No. Scorpio, your nature characteristics, temperament. Scorpio is always hardworking, devoted to their work, always strive to achieve the mission, can't relax before accomplishing their goal. Scorpio always struggle against difficulties with firmness till the end and leave the final result to God. Always have a fertile imagination and sharp intelligence. Always be very sensitive, emotional. Always have extraordinary, intense powers. Always have a quality of being self-confident, restraint, self-control, boldness, courage, resolution, freedom, aggressiveness. Always been extremities, quite extreme. Always love someone. Always be on the height of insanity. Scorpio always hates someone. Always hate to extreme of madness. Always be successful critic. Scorpio always will be skilled at criticizing others, but the criticism being logical, nobody will counter their argue. Scorpio will not accept criticism about themselves and feel always bad if anyone denies them something. Opposition may make them angry. They always behave inamicably toward the opponent. Always get together. Try to come to the one single point and deal with each other. They always be very frank. Sometimes they can be abusive. They may hurt others by being too direct and not consider the other person's feelings or point of view. Always be interested in using taunting. That's what they do. Scorpio always be revengeful. If someone hurt them, then they will never forget or never forgive. Neither forget nor forgive. Always appear to be liberal on outside but may be suspicious person from inside. Always live a dual life. One for showing the world, another for themselves. Always be aware about their self-importance. Always be an expert at exaggerating their importance. Scorpio always be interested in topics like mystery, external forces, unknown power, death, astrology, alchemy, tantra, occult, and chemistry, philosophy, psychology, poetry. Always have a lot of desire of attaining spiritual love. Always be loyal and trustworthy to their dear one. And Scorpio always be keen to make sacrifices at any cost for their love. Characteristics to be corrected. They do not pass sarcastic remarks and do not be overcritical. Avoid secretive enmity. Control the temper and do not indulge in a foul play. According to Shastras, Scorpio is a person, have a big eyes, broad chest, high thighs, knees will be round, will have a whitish complexion, may have a sign of a fish or a bird or a thunderbolt on the hand or legs. Scorpio could have a lotus sign on the hand and legs, always have a fast walk and forceful chin and nails. Mars is the lord of Scorpio. Therefore, a person born under this sign will have a wicked nature, may be argumentative, will have firm mind, and Mars is the lord of this. Due to Mars position of Scorpio, Scorpio can be very argumentative, have a firm mind, may not be blessed fully by parents and teachers, and worshipped in a royal household. Openly well behaved, but secretly engrossed in sinful deeds, jealous, inimical to friends, occasionally involved in fraud, uninterested in domestic work, lack of satisfaction, may give importance to formality, wicked by nature, used to hearing praises from others, greedy, lover of solitude, inclined to attain wealth in a crooked manner, troubled by enemies, bad company and other problems. Scorpio may attain a fame to high post or honor from the higher authorities, and sometimes they are penalized by higher authorities as well, and sometimes at a very early age they migrate, they go away from the motherland, but with the passage of time, may I say, they become rich through hard work, through industry, through business, served by many. They have a lot of comforts, served by many people. Economically very independent, troubled by domestic arguments, always have domestic arguments for the longer period. Scorpio have a life full of problems, will always be interested in getting new experiences, always be interested in difficult work, spiritually enlightened, but religiously unprogressively due to excess of sensuality. Scorpio always be successful in research, and they're very devoted but have a illicit relationship here and there. That's a Scorpio. They will have an unhealthy childhood but may suffer from issues regarding blood, acidity, and may by nature be worried, very tensed, and sometimes very sorrowful. According to modern viewpoint about a Scorpio have a wide forehead, black eyes, always be alert, bold, sharp-eyed, balanced, open attractive nose, an impressive physical build, always be hardworking, devoted to their work, always be committed to achieve the goal, always be imaginative, intelligent, mediative and emotional. And as we know, Lord of Scorpio is Mars, which gives quality of like a self-confidence, restraint, courage, bravery, resolution, freedom, aggressiveness and boldness. Scorpio always will be an extremist, to go to the extreme, and can be saint as well as rascal. Combination of saint and rascal, both. But if depend on which one you touch, and they behave according to that. If they love someone, they may exceed all the limits of love. If they hate someone, they may hate to the limit of madness. The Scorpio. Scorpio will be good critic and will be skilled at criticizing others. They always be outspoken and abusive and sarcastic and revengeful. Always will appear to be idealistic, liberal from outside, but have a suspicious and jealous mind. Always lead a duplicate life, one for showing off to the others, another for themselves. Always be alert about their self-importance, and they always will be an expert in exaggerating their deeds to establish their importance. Scorpio always be interested in topics like mysteries, the unknown, death and supernatural powers, always thinking like that. Always be inclined towards mystery subject like occult, astrology, tantra, mantra, alchemy, chemistry, philosophy, psychology, mysteries of the sea. Always be full of desire to other spiritual love, and always be loyal and trustworthy toward those whom they love very much. Always sacrifice at any cost for their love. That is Scorpio. Scorpio's physical characteristics: always have a squarish face, and they have a broad forehead, black eyes, be alert, fearless, have sharp sight. Scorpio always be balanced, straight, attractive, have a physical personality, will be great, impressive, will be physically active, energetic. Scorpio lucky points for 2019. The Scorpio's most important sentence for 2019: I want this, I want. Scorpio's biggest asset or strength for 2019: firmness of nature, very firm. Biggest weakness for Scorpio in 2019: lack of sympathy. Scorpio's ambition for 2019: to live a prosperous and secure life. Scorpio's lucky days for 2019: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Scorpio's unlucky days for 2019: Saturday. Scorpio's lucky color for 2019: white, red, cream. Scorpio's unlucky color for 2019: black. Scorpio lucky precious stone for 2019. Scorpio, you must wear fine quality astrological activated real Red Sea coral, real salt water pearl, golden yellow sapphire in a gold square pendant for health, rising success, establishment, peace of mind, flow of income, wealth, asset savings, common sense, family happiness, prosperity, marriage, property, relationship, business, profession, career, honor, status, prestige, peace of mind, emotional stability, defense from any crisis, neutralizing any conflict, trauma, rise in luck, rise in prosperity, name, fame, recognition, common sense, wisdom, creativities, activities, prosperity. Scorpio's millionaire direction. If you want to buy a property, your Scorpio's millionaire facing direction for buying any new property in 2019 is northeast facing. Scorpio unlucky direction for if you are buying a property, unlucky direction facing for property for 2019, west facing. Please avoid the west facing property, please. Scorpio astrological task and remedies for 2019. Task number 1 for astrological task for Scorpio 2019. Task number 1. Scorpio, you must bury 2 kg black salt in the ground in a cultivated land like a back garden or a park or any farm field on Saturday morning between 4:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. You have to repeat this task. Bury 2 kg black salt in a ground or cultivated land like a back garden or park or any farm field on Saturday morning between 4:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Repeat this task for 8 Saturday. Task number 2. You should visit temple barefoot for 43 days. Third task. You must mix saffron and milk. Make a paste. Do with saffron tilak on your forehead every day. Next task. You must flow 12 kg rice in the fastest flowing river for 1 Monday or 4 Monday or 12 Monday. Choice is yours. Next task, you must do fasting on Sunday. Eat less salt in your routine, please. Next task, please organize Hanamak Chamak Rudra Abhishek once in a month. Next one, please organize Hanumanji Bahuk Prayog once in a month in the Hanumanji temple. Do donate money, food to the blind school or handicapped school, please. Do donate money towards any girl's wedding. You must keep a dog as a pet or look after your dog and look after your dog very properly, or donate dog feed to dog home. If you can't keep the dog as a pet, you don't have a time, space or energy or whatever, then donate dog feed to dog home. Do organize Kanya Pujan in the temple. You donate kheer and money to young girls in the temple and take their blessings. Do put effort in your presentation and do wear a fragrance and be very tidy and very presentable. Do bury 12 blue flowers by writing your name on each flower with blue ink every Friday evening. Do keep 2 solar silver balls and 2 solar silver square pieces in your possessions. Do keep saffron in a silver box. Do fill a brass gargar with river water and do keep that brass gargar in northeast direction of your house, inside the house. Do donate 2 or 8 religious priests mixed color blanket, bananas and money. Do keep honey in a silver pot. Please get your left nostril pierced on Wednesday and do wear a white metal stud in your left nostril. 43 days, 86 days, 129 days or 240 days, and after so many days take out the stud and flow in the fast flowing river. But during that time, please make sure that you should not perform any astrological task during this particular time. Do wear a white metal, do pierce your left nostril and do wear a white metal stud in your left nostril for 43 days or 86 days or 129 days or 240 days. And after so many days, take out the stud and flow in the fast flowing river. But during that particular time, when you're wearing a nose stud in your left nostril, make sure you do not perform any astrological task during that particular phase of time whatsoever. Do brush your teeth with fatkari or alum powder in your routine. Do donate food in the langar during this particular time. Do wear fine gold stud in your ears, please. And these are the tasks you must do. Make sure do not perform 2 or 3 tasks in a day. Always perform 1 task a day, please. Scorpio, your precaution for 2019. Precaution number 1, refrain from any lies, scandals, frauds, any self-destructive steps. Precaution number 2, do take care of your representation and do put a lot of efforts. Precaution number 3, don't keep any rusted weapons or tools in your house or possessions. Precaution number 4, please make sure you won't keep any taweez, rak, babooti, dry flower, bell, shank in your possession. Precaution number 5, refrain from collecting or keeping any kind of clutter in your possession like unused books or magazines, old clothes, out of order wristwatches or alarm clocks, unused mobile phones, those kind of things, or unused mobile phone chargers, broken mirror, chipped crockery, unused pipes, wood, unused cables, wires, etc. Please refrain from consumption of alcohol, refrain from consumption of smoking, non-vegetarian food. Refrain from lies, scandals, fraud, scams, any form of gambling, risky investment. Refrain from any family relationship conflicts. Please be kind to dogs. Do respect your elders and women. You should not keep hard-earned money of laborers. Don't keep any hard-earned money of the laborers, please. So these are the precautions. Scorpio chanting for the year 2019. Chanting number 1. Chanting for medicinal cure and effects. This chanting you must do if you come across any problem. Personal or financial or professional or health. Any problem with the body you're suffering, you must do this chanting. Chanting number 1. Aum Halarim Baglamukhi Sarv Dushtanam Vacham Mukham Padam Stambhay Jivam Kilaye Buddhim Vinashaye Halarim Aum Swaha Aum Halarim Baglamukhi Sarv Dushtanam Vacham Mukham Padam Stambhay Jivam Kilaye Buddhim Vinashaye Halarim Aum Swaha. Requirement is jug of water. Asana is mixed color blanket. Timing is night time. If you're suffering, then do this chanting between 0000 hour till 2 o'clock. This is the time. Between 12 o'clock in the night till 2 a.m. do this chanting. If you're suffering with like anything, then this particular time you can convert water into wine. Yes, if you're suffering and you think this is it, you want to go for a commando operation, between 0000 hour till 3:30 a.m. do this chanting constantly. You can achieve anything. Or if you're not suffering, if you don't have any goal and you still want a protection, the night time after 10 p.m. Direction facing south. Direction facing south. You have to sit on a mixed color blanket, jug of water next to you. Timing for the chanting should be minimum to minimum 48 minutes, 96 minutes, or 144 minutes. But if you're suffering with any problem, 0-100 hour till 3:30 a.m., 0-100 hour till 2 a.m. All yours. Chanting number 2 for achieving rising and boost. Finest chanting. Chanting number 2 is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Requirement is jug of water. Asana is mixed color blanket. Timing is after 3:30 a.m. Direction facing east. Timing for chanting minimum 48 minutes, 96 minutes, 144 minutes. More you do it, more you achieve it. I wish you all of you best of health and happiness and harmony and prosperity and rising. I'll be back with another horoscope, Scorpio, very soon. All of you. Wish you all the best and take care. Thank you.